Okay, so moving forward now, we've taken basically a platform called Track to Scratch and put it onto the obviously the touchscreen technology. I'm here with Barry, and we're just going to outline basically how it is currently used, what the platform does, and obviously integrate that into what we've got with the touch. So Barry, if you could just tell me what is Track to Scratch.
Okay, well, Track to Scratch is a digital vinyl system. Basically, it emulates two turntables and a deck using conjunction with a PC. You can use it with turntables, with CDs, or just standalone on the PC itself. And as you can see, the layout in front of us, we've got deck 1 here, we've got deck 2 here. You can actually have up to 4 decks on this, and also you've got your crossfader, you've got your faders, you've got your EQ, got your effects. So basically everything that you'd have in the club with the decks and the mixer and the effects, you've got here on screen and software. Okay,
so in your current day-to-day or evening environment, how do you use Track to Scratch? What equipment do you use to work in?
Well, okay, as I said, you can use it in conjunction with the CD players or decks. It comes with special time-coded vinyls, time-coded CDs, or you can use it on its own with the computer and with the mouse, or alternatively with the computer and with a MIDI controller, which will unlock all the features of the software itself, the effects, the EQ, and everything. You can use the MIDI controller to do all that.
So moving from a mouse as you currently use it to the touch technology you've got, where are the changes? What is the feel? Is it better for you? Or?
Well, it's a much more hands-on feel now. It makes it much more interactive rather than just sitting there and clicking a mouse. It eliminates the need for the MIDI controller as well, because obviously the MIDI controller is just unlocking all these features, so you don't have to use the mouse. Now you can just touch the screen and use your fingers basically, so it does make it a lot more interactive, a lot more easier.
Okay, brilliant. Let's have a look then.
Okay, I'll run a check.
Talk us through how you're doing and what you're doing at the time.
Okay, well, down the bottom here we've got our library. This is like our record box. So I'll select a track, then just drag it straight up, drop it on a deck, just like putting a record on a deck. Drag another track here, put it on deck 2. Press play.
Okay.
Now, just as in a club, as I said with the mixer, you've got your EQ. You can kill the frequencies for an equalizer basically.
Right, okay.
So with the EQ, you can adjust your highs, your mids, your lows. You can do here the touch of the screen basically. Which in the club, we've just turn the knob. You also have different effects that you can use as well. Up here we've got a beat masher, filter, a gator.
But it's still very hands-on, isn't it? It is. You get an interactive feel with that.
That's right. And again, you can bring in another track. So I'll cut a couple of frequencies on the track coming in. So now we've got 2 tracks running at the same time.
And obviously with the screen this size, if you had sort of 4 decks, where would you see the pros and cons being? Obviously, larger buttons. How would you change this aesthetic if you had the 4? Would you use more of an iPhone-esque, where you can move the screens across and move stuff back? Or?
That would, if you've got 4 decks, then what it will do is minimise the decks that are already on screen and make them smaller, and then add the 2 decks underneath them.
Brilliant. And it still offers you a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, of course it does. It does.
I'll step back and leave you to carry on and just talk through as you interact everything.
So what I'll do now is just drop another track onto onto deck 1.
All I want to say right now, no matter how you feel, you know, everybody has their personal whatever. We all know that. We all recognize that. So what everybody is doing.
Okay, again I've got 2 shots running at the same time. Just as you would in the club. Take out the frequencies from one, drop the other ones in. Yeah, I'm just adding a few effects now, just on one of the decks.